بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
The topic we have, it is about the melodies, and inshallah we will speak about melodies. But before that, as every program, I'm going to recite one page of the Holy Quran in Tartil, and tonight I'm going to recite page number 4 of the Holy Quran, from Surah Al-Baqarah, juz number 1, from ayah number 17 till ayah number 24. Our program is live, and alhamdulillah we have two guest reciters tonight. Our guest reciter who is coming inshallah after break and will join us is brother Muhammad Bilal, and our guest caller is sister Sayyida Zainab Hashimi, and inshallah we'll listen from her recitation and of course her experience in the world of the recitation of the Holy Quran. Our focus is exactly on the program towards the art of recitation of the Holy Quran. What is exactly art of the recitation of the Holy Quran? And specifically tonight we'll have the melodies, and we will speak about melodies, but at the same time we have one specific part of the tajweed, rules of the recitation of the Holy Quran. We take this opportunity and start recitation of the Holy Quran. Of course our program is live. Meanwhile, after exactly the recitation of the Holy Quran, you can call in if you have any question regarding the topic of tonight, or if you want to recite some verses of the Holy Quran, or you have questions from our guest reciters, so you can call in and inshallah will be at your service. Please open your Quran, page number 4. I'm going to recite in tartil. Of course you know what is the meaning of tartil, the medium speed of the recitation. Please listen and accompany me in the recitation of page number 4 of the Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله ذهب الله بنورهم وتركهم في ظلمات لا يبصرون صم بكم عمي فهم لا يرجعون أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم إن الله على كل شيء قدير يا أيها الناس الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرج محمد وآل محمد. Thank you very much, dear viewers. So I recited page number 4. Of course, I use different melodies regarding to the meaning of the verses. That is the reason of the main reason of this program, the art of recitation of the Holy Quran. We always remember that hadith of our great Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny, as he said, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يَتَغَنَّ بِالْقُرْآنِ. The one who recites Quran, but he is not reciting Quran melodiously, is not from us. So whoever recites Quran, but not melodiously, is not amongst us, is not from us. So highly recommended from our great Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny. If you want to recite Quran with the melody which it was revealed by those melodies. We believe that the Quran is revealed with 7 basic melodies, and we have to recite as the verses revealed to our great Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his progeny, and of course he himself, our great Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his progeny, and his holy household, they recited like this, so we carry that way. So the main reason of this page, of course, it is the Tajweed part is about leveling of short vowels and long vowels. We are not allowed to stretch the short vowels more than 1 count, and we are not allowed to do the long vowel less than 2 count. But of course, long vowel sometimes we stretch more than 2 counts when it is the secondary mad we have. We have 2 types of mad, natural mad and unnatural mad. When we have the unnatural mad, definitely we can stretch more than 2 counts, as we had in some words like فَلَمَّا أَضَاءَتْ. Of course, we have specific names for different type of mudud or elongation. So short vowels, dear viewers, which is fatha, kasra, dhamma, a, I, u, we have to stretch just 1 count, and long vowel, which are e and oo. We have to stretch 2 counts. We had many short vowels and long vowels in this page, but our main thing as well tonight to cover it is regarding to the melodies in the recitation of the Holy Quran. As I mentioned that hadith, and of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Muzammil, He Himself said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. And tartil, of course, we mentioned what was the meaning of tartil regarding to the a person came to Imam Ali alayhi salam and he replied, tartil is ada'ul huruf wa hifdhul wuquf, pronunciation of letters properly, their point of articulation, qualities with the correct qualities and with the correct rules, and as well applying the rules of stopping and starting. So we start the information of melodies. We have in the recitation of the Holy Quran 7 basic melodies. I want our colleague to show you the slides. Of course, you have here different melodies used in the recitation of the Holy Quran. We have 7 basic melodies. We have Saba, Nahawand, Ajam, Bayati, Sika, Hijaz, and Rast. So these 7 basic melodies, they are gathered in this like Soni'a bisihrik. Of course it is with Kurd, but we say Soni'a bisahar. Soni'a bisahar, it is the 7 basic melodies. But if you have even heard Soni'a bisihrik, that is 7 plus 1, which there are 2 schools. The maqam Kurd is as well as a separate maqam. So there are 2 schools. The school number 1 says no, maqam Kurd is part of the maqam Bayati. And school number 2 says no, maqam Kurd is a separate maqam. In the second part, we go for the maqam Saba. What is exactly this maqam, and from which pitch, from which musical pitch it is starting? Saba, it is actually the meaning of early morning in Persian language. And usually the timing of this melody is exactly early morning, as you know, this type of melody is the connection between the servant to his Lord, and usually we use this connection in our Salatul Layl, in our prayers of night, and as well early morning Salatul Fajr. That specific time, because that specific time you are just having connection with your Lord and just complaining against yourself and just asking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So maqam Saba, starting point of this maqam, the starting pitch is daraja re. And you see topics we can use for this melody is sadness, disbelievers, conditions in hell, as we recited, for example, the last ayah here, calamity and punishment, tragic and lamenting and pain. Lamenting and pain, these are some topics we can use for this melody, maqam Saba. And the starting pitch of this melody or maqam is daraja re. Why we say daraja? Because we have all the things. You might ask why you are saying about melodies. The melody came from Quran. This Quran, the base of this Quran is with the melody, melodious, but this melodious sense is not any type of music, you mean. We can't enter any type of music in Quran. Quran itself revealed melodiously. Quran itself has melody. It has its own music of Quran. That was the reason Prophet Muhammad mentioned to recite Quran melodiously. So that was maqam Saba. And next maqam, I'm just briefly have introduction to the melodies, and inshallah during the programs, inshallah we'll mention the other programs, inshallah we'll mention all of them, inshallah, with details. The next maqam, because of this sentence we have Soni'a bisahar, is Nun. Nun is starting with Nahawand. Nahawand, the root of this Nahawand, it is Nahwand, the country we say India. It is usually the root of this is India. And let me say something about Saba. The root or the origin of Saba, many reciters, many researchers about the recitation and melody says the root of this um, maqam, or the origin of this maqam is Iraq, the tragic country, Iraq, because of could be because of Imam Hussein, Imam Ali alayhi salam, and of course because of Nabi Adam alayhi salam, Nabi Nuh, many of them. So Saba, the origin of Saba is Iraq, and the origin of Nahawand is Hind, India, because it's coming from Nahwand. So Nahawand is the second melody here, and the starting pitch of Nahawand is Do. And the topics you can use for Maqam Nahawand is history of prophets, conversations in stories, and calmness, resolution, seriousness, and discourse. Usually conversation, when we have conversation in the verses of the conversation in the Holy Quran, we use Maqam Nahawand, Qala, Qalat, specifically in Surah Maryam. And of course, in this surah, in Surah Baqarah as well, when we have the conversation of Prophet Musa alayhi salam with the, Bani Israel, they want to ask something about the specific colors of cow, all these things, we use Maqam Nahawand. Nahawand is really melodious itself is melodious melody, and it has the root of India. It is melodious, exactly. And you know, India is exactly the origin of music. So the origin of Nahawand is India, but of course we have a city in Iran, it's called Nahawand. So it might be migrated from India to Nahawand and took that name, and then came back to Arabia, because these names, they migrated from different roots. Number 3 is Ajam. You know, non-Arab is Ajam. Number 3 is Ajam. So Ayn is the beginning of Ajam. And Maqam Ajam, the origin of Maqam Ajam is Persia. Persia is like the countries exactly right now, Iran and Afghanistan, they were previous together. So Persia is the origin of Maqam Ajam. So the starting point of Maqam Ajam is actually C, the pitch C, because we have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. So C is the starting pitch of Maqam Ajam. And topics we use specifically, these topics: dua, prayers, asking forgiveness, and elevating towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brightness, happiness, majesty, pride, loftiness, and strength and joy. Another thing we have to know that Chaharga is starting from pitch Fa. And the Chaharga is not exactly Ajam. Chaharga is the tasweer, the picture of Ajam. Chaharga is Ajam, which is recited from lower pitch, from Daraja or pitch Fa. When we say Do, Re, Mi, Fa, it comes from the lower pitch, because the Ajam is really high. It is from Daraja C. Next melody is Bayati. Bayati is, it's called the mother of all melodies, Maqamat, because this melody can be recited at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. And of course, many reciters, or the majority of reciters, 99% of reciters, they start their recitation from Maqam Bayati, because the capability of this melody, you can start from the lower pitch. It is like Ajam. When you start from lower pitch, it's changed to Chaharga. But Bayati, even you can start from the lower octave. Inshallah, we'll discuss about octave, about pitch, everything, inshallah, in our program later, because we have to finish the Tajweed part, and then inshallah we come to this stage. So Maqam Bayati. Bayati, the root of this, there are many different things. One of them, it's related to a tribe. It's called Bayat, which is available. They are in Iran, Afghanistan, and Turkmenistan. Some of these countries, we have a tribe. It's called Bayat. And also Bayat, it is taken from this specifically a sentence, Bayade, when it is in the prayers of, in the oration of, It is another thing usually they use for this bayati. And of course, bayat is exactly any song, anything which is played or recited, it's called bayt in exactly in Afghanistan and some part of Iran, they say bayt. But bayt is something related to poetry. For example, we call it tu misra, it is a bayt. Exactly in poetry they use. But technically, anything is recited, we call them bayt. We call, for example, we say sing a bayt. So bayat is al maqamat, which is recited from daraja re. So the starting point of bayat is daraja or pitch re. The topics we use, it is desire, gentleness, light, joy, and vitality. You know, bayati is mixture of happiness and sadness. When you mix happiness and sadness together, it is bayati, and that is the vastest melody in the Holy Quran, and of course in music as well. Next melody is sika. What is exactly sika? Sika, we recite sika from daraja mi, do, re, mi, from pitch mi, a starting point. And topics we can use for sika. Sika is happy, a very happy melody. Specifically for happiness occasion, for birth anniversaries of our great prophet, we use this melody. For example, when we have like this, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Jadd al-Hussein. So this is maqam sika, for happiness occasion we use. Sika is starting from daraja mi, and the topics happiness, desire, paradise, believers' condition in paradise, and love. When we are going to recite, for example, in Surah An-Naba, you say, Inna lil muttaqina mafaza. So you have to recite with this melody. You can't recite that part with saba, which is sad. You can't say like this, Inna lil muttaqina mafaza. So it doesn't match. Melody doesn't match with the meaning, with the verses. What is the best recitation? And who is the best reciter? The best reciter is to focus on the meaning, not on the lahan, not on the melody. The melody should follow the meaning. Unfortunately, nowadays, the majority of reciters, they want to focus on melody. That's not acceptable. We as reciters, we have to follow the meaning. We are the followers of the meaning of the verses of the Holy Quran. So we have to just connect the melody to the verses. So sika is happy from daraja mi, and then we go to next maqam. Let me mention the origin of bayati. As I mentioned, it is Afghanistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, these countries, it is the origin of bayati. Sika, the origin of sika, many researchers, they say it is Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is the origin of maqam sika. Of course, if you focus on their music, they are really happy in this type of music. After maqam sika, we have another maqam Hijaz. You know what is Hijaz exactly. So Hijaz is the name of Arabia. It is Hijaz. It was actually Hijaz. And of course, another meaning of Hijaz is the space between Mecca and Medina. It's called as well Hijaz. The origin of Hijaz is exactly Hijaz is Arabia is Hijaz. Which topics we use from a recitation of Hijaz. Whenever you say Hijaz, adhan comes, call to prayers, dua, qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, desert, and solemn, and invocation. A starting pitch of this is re. So from re we have bayati, Hijaz, and Sabah. So Hijaz, the origin of Hijaz is Hijaz. And of course, Hijaz as well has the combination of caravans, the movement of camel, specifically if you have watched the film of Al-Risala, definitely at that time when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny and his followers and companions, they enter Mecca and they conquest Mecca. So at that stage, that melody is Hijaz. And lastly, Maqam Rast. What is the topics we use for Maqam Rast? Rast, the starting pitch of Maqam Rast is Do. Topics we use orders, names and qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, masculine, power, soundness of mind. Some verses I recite here. يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. All orders in the recitation of the Holy Quran, we use Maqam Rast. Rast, it's taken from Persian word Rast. Rast means straight. So this Maqam is straightforward, not inclination. It's straightforward. Orders. The names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Prophet Adam alayhi salam was mentioning the names of our great creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he used this maqam. That's maqam of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Inshallah, we'll mention many other things about this. And of course, the maqam rast is the origin. Many people say it is exactly from the creation of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Anywhere it was, because it is the straight orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to human being. And inshallah we will focus, just it was an introduction about melodies, and inshallah we will go through each melody from their we call it branches of each melody and compound melody. Inshallah we'll focus. So two things we mentioned, and then inshallah we'll go for a break. Number one, short vowels and long vowels. Short vowel 1 count and long vowel 2 counts in tajweed. And we mentioned melodies, 7 basic melodies. Suni'a bi sahar. We are going for a break, and inshallah after break we will have our guest reciter, brother Muhammad Bilal. And if you want to join us, you can call in, or you can recite some verses of the Holy Quran, or if you have any question, go ahead, we will be at your service. We'll see you after a short break. Thank you very much.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers, sisters and brothers, and especially you, dear reciters. Welcome back to the Art of Recitation of the Holy Quran from Safir TV. We are in the second part of our program, and really happy to have with us a very smart reciter, brother Muhammad Bilal. I take this opportunity to say salam to our guest reciter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brother Muhammad Bilal, welcome to the Art of Recitation of the Holy Quran to the Safir TV. So, I don't take your time. You can say salam to our dear viewers, introduce yourself completely, and inshallah then I will go through the questions.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Muhammad Bilal, and I've been reciting Quran ever since the age of 12. I've been inspired by the melodies and the tunes and the recitations of other reciters, and alhamdulillah, it has inspired me to read the Quran. It is a way of improving the Arabic language and understanding the religion of Islam. Inshallah, I'll be reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah.
Good. So it's your gift to us, yes? Good.
Okay.
Surah Al-Waqi'ah, page number, could you mention the page?
534.
Okay, dear viewers, Surah Al-Waqi'ah, our great reciter, brother Muhammad Bilal, is going to recite for us Surah Al-Waqi'ah, page number 534. And please stay with us as well, because we have our caller guest reciter. She is, inshallah, will join us to our program as well. Sister Sayyida Zainab Hashimi. She is as well a reciter, and after the recitation of Brother Bilal, she will join us. Go ahead, please, Brother Bilal.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا فكانت هباء منبثا وكنتم أزواجا ثلاثة فأصحاب الميمنة ما أصحاب الميمنة وأصحاب المشأمة ما أصحاب المشأمة والسابقون السابقون أولئك المقربون في جنات النعيم ثلة من الأولين وقليل من الآخرين على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون بأكواب وأباريق وكأس من معين لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون وفاكهة مما يتخيرون ولحم طير مما يشتهون وحور عين كأمثال اللؤلؤ المكنون جزاء بما كانوا يعملون لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا تأثيما إلا قيلا سلاما سلاما وأصحاب اليمين ما أصحاب اليمين في سدر مخضود وطلح منضود وظل ممدود وماء مسكوب وفاكهة كثيرة لا مقطوعة ولا ممنوعة وفرش مرفوعة إنا أنشأناهن إنشاء فجعلناهن أبكارا عربا أترابا لأصحاب اليمين ثلة من الأولين وثلة من الآخرين وأصحاب الشمال ما أصحاب الشمال في سموم وحميم وظل من لا بارد ولا كريم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك مترفين وكانوا يصرون على الحنث العظيم وكانوا يقولون أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون أو آباؤنا الأولون قل إن الأولين والآخرين لمجموعون إلى ميقات يوم معلوم
أحسنتم.
صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. أحسنتم. بارك الله فيكم. ما شاء الله. Jamil, very nice recitation. Specifically at that time when you change from melody from the Ashab al-Yamin to the Ashab al-Shimal, you see, dear viewers, that is the mentioning of the art of recitation of the Holy Quran, changing of melodies from the happy melody to the sad melody. Very nice, very good changing. Thank you very much, brother Muhammad Bilal. We ask our colleagues to connect us with Sister Zainab Hashimi. Meanwhile, we have some questions from brother Bilal. Brother Bilal, we don't ask your age because it's some people they don't like. We don't ask you. That's good. What do you do exactly?
I work as a visual designer.
Visual
So
designer.
I'm in the creative industry. I work with media, Photoshop, designing
God.
posters, branding. I work in photography and videography.
So if we need anyone for PowerPoint for
Yes.
seminars,
Of course.
so the best option is you,
Yes,
definitely.
of course.
Good. So of course you had one of the works with us. It was about ghunna. I remember that.
Yes,
that
yes.
was your work. Very nice. Good. So you do that job. Regarding to the recitation of the Holy Quran, what makes you to have connection with the Holy Quran and with the recitation? Because I see many young people, alhamdulillah, in this country, they have a specific love.
Yes.
What comes, from where it comes, definitely.
I mean, it might sound a bit biased when I say this, but I feel very blessed that I'm attracted to the Quran. Different people are attracted to different things. And from a young age, I remember I had a cassette of Surah Yusuf,
MashaAllah.
and I was listening to it and it was very emotional. And yani my Arabic wasn't the best at the age of 12 growing up in this country, but I still understood the story because it is the only surah in the Quran which has the whole story
MashaAllah.
from beginning to end, and I understood it and it really affected me
Good.
emotionally. And I was just fascinated by the tune of the Quran, by the sound of the Quran, and the stories and the lessons it has.
Very good. Where do you come from originally, if you don't mind?
My background is half Iraqi, half Lebanese.
Oh, mashallah, Iraqi and Lebanese, mashallah, very good. So we have our sister Sayyida Zainab Hashimi with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum,
Alaikum
sister
assalam.
Zainab Hashimi. We have as well with us brother Muhammad Bilal, and he's of course passing his salam to you. Sister Zainab, do you have anything for us, for our dear viewers, any gift, any recitation?
Yes, today I'll be reciting Surah Al-Rahman.
Surah Al-Rahman. So start from the beginning, about 2 or 3 minutes if you don't mind, so you can recite for us, or even if 4 minutes, that's okay. Go ahead, inshallah. After that, we'll ask you questions. Go ahead, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجن من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
Thank you very much, sister.
يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
Thank you very much, sister Hashimi.
سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Ahsantum. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because of the shortage of time, Sister Hashimi, because we wanted to listen, of course, to the recitation of Brother Muhammad until the end of Surah Al-Waqa'ah and your recitation until the end of Surah Al-Rahman. It is really a good occasion because last week we had Surah Yasin, the beginning Brother Ali Al-Dahwi recited and the end Sister Hashimi. And you started Surah Al-Waqa and then Surah Al-Rahman close to each other. Very good. Sister Hashimi, we had last week another sister, Sister Sayyida Mardiya Hashimi. Do you have any relation with her? Is she your sister?
Yes, we're cousins.
You are?
Yeah.
Cousin, yes?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Oh, mashallah, very good. What about your relation with Sayyid Abbas?
We're brothers and he is 7 years old.
Mashallah, mashallah. So you are from the family of Sayyid Abbas. Sayyid Abbas is your brother. Good. When did you start the recitation of the Holy Quran and who was your first teacher, Sister Hashimi?
I started like at a young age and my dad started teaching me how to recite from the Holy Quran, and from there I started memorizing.
Mashallah. How many ajza of the Holy Quran you memorize till now?
I know the last chapter, Juz'amma, and half of chapter 29.
Okay. Can I ask you a question of Hifz as well?
Yes.
I'm going to ask, I want you, Brother Bilal, from 30th juz, any part you want, please ask our sister.
To recite
Yes.
any surah.
Yes, any surah.
Surah Al-Infitar.
Surah Al-Infitar, from the beginning of Surah Al-Infitar, Sister Hashimi.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتصرت وإذا البحار فجرت وإذا القبور بعثرت علمت نفس ما قدمت وأخرت يا أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك كلا بل تكذبون بالدين وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون إن الأبرار لفي نعيم وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين وما أدراك ما يوم الدين ثم ما أدراك ما يوم الدين يوم لا تملك نفس لنفس شيئا والأمر يومئذ لله
ما شاء
صدق Allah.
صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Very good. How do you memorize the Holy Quran? Because I'm sure many children, many reciters in your age, they are watching this program. How do you memorize? Who is the main person? I mean, the main helper in your recitation and as well in the memorization of the Holy Quran?
First, I listen to a sheikh, for example, Sheikh Husari or Sheikh Munshawi,
Okay.
and then I listen 10 times and repeat. And then when I get it, I usually recite it to my father, to my family, and yeah.
Good, good. So you memorize it. Very good. And what about the recitation, tajweed and melodies?
I'm doing memorization and tartib.
Good. Do you attend any class as well, or just you learn at home?
No, I learn at home.
Just at home. MashaAllah, very good, very good, good recitation. So stay with us. We have some questions from Brother Muhammad, and we'll come back to you as well. Meanwhile, dear viewers, if you have any question, you can call in from these two reciters, Brother Muhammad Bilal and as well Sister Hashimi. Brother Muhammad Bilal, so you mentioned you're originally from, I mean, half Iraqi, half Lebanese. In your age, we see many people, they are, as you mentioned, connecting with any other things except Quran or other things. You mentioned your reason from the early age. What is the role of family? What is the role of parent? As we listen to the recitation of Sister Hashimi, she doesn't go to any classes, but her father, I mean the family, what is the role of your family?
Yes.
Does it have any connection
Of course.
or no?
100%. Of course, I would listen to the Quran from a young age, but it doesn't mean I could read it. And I still remember the first time I was able to read the Quran. It was when my father was teaching me, and he was teaching me the letters and what the symbols mean, the fatha, the kasra, the vowels. And it was an amazing feeling, and the parents have a big role to play in teaching the children how to read.
Definitely, definitely. Now from here we thank your father and as well the father of Sister Hashimi. We thank you to grow up these two flowers, Quranic flowers, and give us this Quranic flowers tonight like this live program. So Brother Muhammad Bilal, what do you want to do for the improvement of the recitation of the Holy Quran? Just you practice yourself, listen, or what do you do exactly?
I try to practice myself. In the beginning I did start by myself, just listening to the reciters. I would play and pause on even the tune of the mad, even the tune of the ya, of the waw, and try and copy those few seconds to get it right. And then it was through that way I learnt the ahkam. In the beginning, when I was going to Arabic school, the Quran teacher would teach me idgham, ghunna. I didn't know what it was, but I knew how to read it.
Good.
But of course, now recently there's a lot of Quran classes, alhamdulillah, here in London, and I think it's very important to get professional advice and teachings from Quran to classes to get feedback on how you recite and how to improve.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So that is your present right now, your recitation. What do you want to do for the improvement of your recitation? Do you have an ongoing plan, or you want to have any other plans for improvement of your recitation?
I mean, if you look at voice practice as well, like you were mentioning earlier, looking at how to control your breathing, doing breathing exercises to try and increase the power of your muscles in your voice, in your lungs. That's also very important. Doing sports and exercise is also very good for reciting.
Of course, you are really fit. Definitely, you have good nafas and good recitation. Do we have Sister Hashimi with us still or no? Okay, Sister Hashimi will get back. Definitely, I think the line cut it. Let's see if she comes back. Brother Muhammad, Alhamdulillah, you live in this country, and there are many possibilities to go to. Even you're not obliged to come to recite Quran. I'm sure in this age, your father and even no one force you, no one's push you to recite Quran and go recite the Holy Quran. What is the main focus? What is the main reason when it comes to you to recite Quran, to be always attached to the Holy Quran?
Yes. I'm quite a practical person, and I love getting hands-on. So at university, I've done engineering product design, so I've done woodwork and metalwork. And if you look at any piece of technology, there's an instruction manual on how to best use it and how to get the best output from it. And if we are living our lives, the life on this earth, wouldn't you want to live it to the best possibility and the best potential? And here in front of us is the instruction manual to life. So it makes no sense not to read it.
MashaAllah, very good. So we have our Sister Hashimi. Are you still with us? Yes?
Yes.
Sister Hashimi, I asked a question from Brother Muhammad Bilal. What is the reason of your connection to Quran? What makes you to be closer to Quran? Is there forcing of your family, or just you have something inside to make you closer to the Holy Quran?
No, I chose it myself because I just, if you look behind the meaning, it's really meaningful, and I find it important because it's also part of my religion.
So you yourself, you have chosen this way to connect to the Holy Quran.
Yes.
And of course, this Quran is the book of guidance. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Baqarah, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. If we get closer to this book, definitely Allah will guide us to the right path. And of course, we are happy to be in the right path of the Holy Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Sister Hashimi, what is your advice to students in your age?
I would advise them to read Quran because they love it, and it would lead you to the right path.
And specifically, your advice to girls in your age? I didn't ask your age. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13 years old. Maybe I asked you, but I've forgotten. So what is your advice specifically for our sisters in your age?
I would advise them to also just look through the meaning and to spare some time. It doesn't have to be long, maybe just 15 minutes every day, just to read Quran, and you would see why it's important if you look through the meaning.
Good. Thank you very much, Sister Hashimi. We were really happy to have you with us tonight, and as well, Brother Muhammad Bilal. Your recitation was very nice. and as well we will have you inshallah with, I mean, like we had our brother Muhammad Bilal here, we will have live here inshallah. We had your voice, we had your picture, but we will have you inshallah in our live program,
Okay.
you and maybe your brother or your sister inshallah. And as well, mashallah, Hashimi family, they are mashallah many, alhamdulillah, many good reciters. I thank you on behalf of our program and on behalf of Safir TV. I wish all the best for you and for your family, specifically for your father. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Sister Hashimi. Inshallah, we'll see you. Thank you. Brother Muhammad Bilal, the last question. What is your message to the young reciters, to the smart reciters like yourself?
To the reciters themselves, I would say that this book here is a miracle, and it is truly the guidance to our lives in terms of our characters. And if you look at, like the sister was saying, the meaning of the Quran, it asks us to seek knowledge and wisdom. And if you look at knowledge and wisdom in the Quran, it leads on to increasing our akhlaq.
Definitely.
The Prophet had the best akhlaq, and the essence of the Quran is for us to have good and the best manners.
Very good.
So the Quranic akhlaq is the good, polite and respectful akhlaq.
The best message we have really from our reciters is this message: Quranic attitude, Quranic morality. Thank you very much, brother Muhammad Bilal, with this nice message. I wish all the best for you. Inshallah, we'll see you again. Definitely. Thank you very much, dear viewers. I wish you enjoyed tonight's program, The Art of Recitation of the Holy Quran. Maybe next time you will be our guest caller or guest reciter. Thank you very much. I wish all the best for you, dear viewers, sisters and brothers, and especially reciters. Iltimasi dua. See you inshallah.
بسم الله الرحمن